Once upon a time, Americans did not care about birth rates, and now everybody is obsessed with America's declining birth rates. Both sides of the political aisle have been trying to figure out how to increase America's birth rates and get us back to a stable replacement level. Unfortunately, I do not think this issue is something that can be fixed anytime soon. If the government wants America to be at replacement levels again, then it will need to find a way to shift the female mentality in this country. The government and both political parties are blaming men for the declining birth rates, but nothing has changed with the men in this country. They are just adapting to the current gender war situation and society throwing them under the bus. It's the spawn points that are malfunctioning, and it will take a few generations to fix them. I personally do not care if birth rates in the US are on the decline, because I do not think most women in this country are mother material. A decline in American birth rates will inevitably hurt the US economy, but most Americans will not feel it. If you are a millennial, Gen X, or boomer, then this isn't something you should be that concerned with. If you are part of Gen Z or below, then you should be concerned with the declining birth rates. You will likely feel the impact from this situation in your lifetime. However, I would not recommend worrying about this situation if you are a man, because there's nothing you can do about it. This is not a men's issue, it's a woman's issue. Women are the only ones that can fix America's fertility crisis. I was listening to a video that Amanda Claypool recently uploaded on her channel, and I'll link it in the comments below. She thought that it would take somebody like Taylor Swift to fix the fertility crisis in this country. However, I do not think Taylor Swift can fix this crisis. No sane man is going to want to be with a Taylor Swift junkie. These people tend to be crazy, and most of them should probably be put in an asylum. I realize the fertility crisis is a global issue and not just an American one. The spawn points are malfunctioning on a global scale, and it does not seem like there is a solution in sight. However, this is ultimately a woman's issue. Women live longer than men, so they will end up having to deal with the consequences of less people on the planet. Will women be able to cope with less people and men on the planet? Probably not. I highly recommend figuring out a way to make a profit during this fertility crisis. Figure out what industries will boom with less people on the planet. Think of ways this crisis will impact political and geopolitical risk. Figure out which countries will thrive in a global environment where birth rates are on the decline and invest some money into them. If you have a family or want to have a family, then now is the time to start thinking about the future. Do not let a fertility crisis go to waste. Enjoy the fall.